Greetings, YouTube. So much happened today, really this week in the contest, that it's hard for me to really wrap my feeble brain around it. Now, make no mistake about it, despite the fact that I've received now 7 messages from people complaining about the 6-star looking crystal in the new Mythic Cavalier and Dub special offer, those people also have to take responsibility for the fact that they didn't read the fine print. They didn't tap the crystal and see the drop rates. They didn't do much investigating. And if they'd done any investigating, they would have seen that even though it is indeed a picture of a 6-star crystal, it is not a 6-star crystal. That cannot be said about the second problem that I received 2 messages from 2 different summoners for. And maybe they're the only 2 summoners in the whole community that are facing this right now. But it is quite alarming, and they had some choice words, let's just say, that would not make it on a family-friendly YouTube channel, about how their alliance feels regarding this crazy Alliance Quest block. So you can see here from Chaos Penguin that his alliance is on day 3 of 5, like what everybody else for Alliance Quest, and they've done the first 2 days. But on day 3, when they go to continue their Alliance Quest experience, the continue button is frozen. And no matter what, they cannot unfreeze it. This is the screen that has been facing their alliance all day. And they are irate. And I would imagine, for those of you watching this, if you were to be in the same position, your alliance would be irate as well. I said earlier today that it's fascinating, given that the company, that Kabam, has widely acknowledged that the game is broken, that they're willing to say, well, there are certain things about the game that we'll leave up and others that we'll make sure aren't ready, like the start to the Summoner Showdown or the abrupt end to Alliance War seasons. What I do empathize with is also those alliances who did get their day 3 of map 6 or map 7 in Alliance Quest, but with parry still not working, with dropped input still not working. Also, by the way, I wasn't going to make a video on this separately, but I'll mention it now. Some of you have told me that the AI in the Summer of Pain Darkhawk fight has changed suddenly. And the tips that were used to hold block, to not have the special one fire off, suddenly it's not working. And suddenly the AI has changed to be more aggressive, or in some cases less aggressive. And so the same tactics that took less than 5 revives to get through are now taking far more. This is just a message that's been passed on to me. I completed both my fights on the first day and have not attempted it, so that's just something that a couple summoners wanted me to mention, and I promised them I would, and I have done just that. But as I get ready for bed, my heart goes out to those summoners that continue to see this, that continue to see a frozen continue button. I would imagine that it's happening to like less than 5% of the community, maybe less than 1% of the community, who knows. But my channel is for those voices too. It's not just for summoners who never experience anything wrong or who only spend a certain amount of money or have a certain title. It's for the average player, because as I always say on my channel, I am much closer to the average player than I ever will be to the best player. And that's kind of what I take pride in. Anyhow, that is the final video for my attempt to go to bed, which always seems like it is later and later. But my summer is winding down, as I will be teaching at Oklahoma State again in the fall in about a month. And so I suppose this is my way of living it up. Might sound pathetic, but it is what it is. Thanks again to Chaos Penguin and the other summoner who reached out to me. I'm sorry you're going through this, but at least if somebody else is going through this, they'll see this video and know that they're not alone.